What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to episode 3. We are going to be discussing boundaries and respect. And we actually have a bit of a news. I was going to do this podcast by myself, but me and my best friend always have like great conversations. And I'm like, yo, this should be on the podcast. Like, come on, like. So we also have another thing that's dropping. Let them know about the girl talk.
Okay, so we decided to do girl talk on TikTok and Instagram. Mainly probably TikTok, because it's open and not just to our audiences. We get to get a variety of people to watch us and things like that and see what the girls want to talk about. Because it's a lot going on.
Like, it could
and
be...
the girls know. If the girls know, you know. So that was like a good idea that we was going to was thinking about doing. So if you don't know, because like our TikTok is going to be the same name as our name right now. So I think that's going to be a good little twist into what we're doing. So if y'all got some tea that y'all want to talk about or whatever, we all relate.
Literally, it could be anything. Like, it could be like sneaky link talk.
All
it could be, we want to get saucy on that because I think that's going to be,
and I think that's going to be fun to do on that platform, and then real things on this platform. So
I'm gonna like the girl talk.
Yeah, me too. I think I'm gonna like that, and I think the girls gonna like that too.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of girls gonna be like, damn, she could relate to that too.
Judge-free zone. Judge-free zone. Listen, judge-free zone. But
I can't say too much. But
no.
Anyways, y'all tune into that. Make sure you click the link below. That's gonna take you directly to our TikTok, and make sure you go follow, share, and subscribe.
Yes. So, boundaries and respect. It kind of intertwined. So, boundaries. What are your boundaries?
When it comes to what? Like
friendships, relationships, everything. Like, what's your number one boundary that you ain't playing around with? Like, you cross this, no bueno. Bueno.
Yeah, it's respect.
Respect?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, you know me, like, if you disrespect me, we're talking about it. But, like, I just, once you do that, I look at you different. But definitely respect. What about you?
Girl. I would say, I would say loyalty, but that also falls in the line. I would say with respect.
Yeah.
Because if you respect me, then your loyalty is there.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, but loyalty is a real big thing. Because then it's like, that's big as hell. Loyalty is big.
That this generation don't.
Yeah.
But I definitely do think like respect, because it's just common sense.
Yeah.
You need to have common sense to have respect, because if you don't have respect, you're not really thinking of how it could affect the other person. They just really selfish. I feel like people who are disrespectful.
Yeah. If you can't respect me, I just feel as though why? Like, why are you here?
Right.
Like, why are you wasting time? Why? And again, it's not just with relationships. It's with friendships and family and things like that. Like, respect is an overall thing for everybody. Like, you want respect, you get respect.
Right.
And I feel as though I think that's when the toxicness comes in. Because it's like, now you're not respecting me, so now I gotta disrespect you, and that's when revenge comes. Now it's a tit for tat.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's why our generation is the way it is, because we keep disrespecting each other. The loyalty is not there, the respect's not there, the genuineness is not there. I just feel as though like everybody is so in this self-defense because of people, because they have these boundaries up, like we're getting older now, so our boundaries are becoming more like solid.
Yeah.
And I feel as though we have these boundaries, but we're not realizing that the person that we're talking to got boundaries too. And that's where conversation needs to come in, because people talk about boundaries, but you're not letting the person that you're dealing with, family members, just like friendships, know about your boundaries. So when they do things that bother you, you're upset but you didn't speak on those boundaries. But boundaries are important to talk about.
Yes, they are, but I feel like a lot of people come into like a relationship. Let's just use that for an example. Yeah. But I feel like people use not use, they don't really know their boundaries. Mm-hmm. So like when they jump into talking to somebody else, they don't really know what to expect or how to move. Mm-hmm. But yes, communication does play a big key. However, I feel as though this generation does lack communication too. Absolutely. It's like people are afraid to speak up of what bothers them, how they would like to be treated. Like I feel like all these conversations are needed, mm-hmm. but I feel like this generation is so like, oh my gosh, he or she is doing too much. Like, why are they talking to me like this? And I'm just like, well, what do you guys want for real?
Yeah, but not everybody's going to respect your boundary. Not everybody's going to understand your boundary.
So what do you think is going to be better
for that's why it's good to go back to communicate. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm going back to what you were saying. Like, that's why it's good to communicate, because it's like, then you will see if this person's going to respect your boundary, how they feel about what you're saying, their body language. People tell you before they speak. Like, yeah, that's true. I feel as though like everybody sees everything else, but they're not seeing the little things. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the little things really add up to the big things. The little thing is bigger than the big things, honestly. Sometimes it's like you've seen it clear as day, you know. So you will see if somebody respects your boundary, and if you got to keep repeating it, it's just like
you're done. You actually taught me to like hate repeating myself.
Yeah. Honestly, I hate it with a passion. Repeating myself, especially if I'm sitting right here.
Yo,
and I'm saying something. And you're looking, I understand we days out because I do the same thing. But me, I hate repeating myself. But I would want the person to repeat it if I didn't hear it. So it's like I'm trying to learn, but it's a pet peeve.
Yeah. You used to curse me out all the time. Like, no, mate.
You know, because you ain't the only one. I don't like it. And you would think, since I work with kids, you got to repeat yourself. That's a different thing.
Right.
That's a whole different category. They kids.
I'm tired of you. You basically flaming me on this podcast.
I didn't think it like that. You funny. Yo, bitch. I didn't think.
No, God.
Okay, you got it, like. Yo, okay. But if you really respect somebody, you wouldn't have to have them tell you what they want to. You should know what they, should want. Like, if you love receiving things or things like that, don't you think you should give it back?
Right.
So if you want loyalty from somebody, you gotta give that back. Mm-hmm. It's simple. Like it's simple. It's really simple when you really say it out loud out your mouth. Like it's simple.
Right. What's so now that you bring up toxic, like how'd you know you were toxic?
Girl.
Like, was it hard to like kind of like say that to yourself, like, damn, I'm a toxic person?
Yeah, it was, because we already beat ourselves down as humans. So, but to always like hear that you're being toxic and then you be like, no, I'm not. Like you try to pretend, like, and that's what I felt like I was doing. But it's like when you really look at yourself in the mirror, you can't run. There's no running from that. Like, this is who you are. Sometimes you gotta stop and look yourself in the mirror. Mm-hmm. Like, we be so quick to judge and things like that, but when you look yourself in the mirror, you have no choice to sit back and isolate and get yourself together and realize, like, if you want better, you gotta do better, and it starts with you. Right. So that's when I knew I had to take a step back and really find who Kiki was. Like, not even find her, but find the new version of her. Because at the end of the day, like, who I was back then, I don't want to continue to be her. Like, I don't want to fix it. I don't want to fix that chapter of my life up. Like, it's just time to move on. And I knew, like, if I wanted that, I needed to move on. So I had to tell myself things that I did not want to hear. Like, you're toxic. Get yourself together. You're an ass. Like, why are you being so bitter? Why are you moving like that? Like, why? Like you know, you talk to yourself a lot. So it's like when you do so, you have no other choice but to take that.
So that's actually a good question. Why were you toxic?
I was selfish. I felt like I was selfish. Like, if I didn't get my way, I felt some type of way. I honestly, I just felt like I just lost myself. I feel as though when you're lost, if you have ever been lost, you know what I'm talking about. Like, you don't even recognize yourself. Like, you see yourself in the mirror, but you don't see yourself.
Right.
Like, you don't see the person you used to be. Like, you miss it because it's a feeling. Like, you know it was there. Mm-hmm. But this is who you are now at that moment. I didn't like it. And again, I didn't like it, but I didn't fix it. That's toxic. You like being there. So it's like,
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I do have some toxic traits though.
We all do as humans.
But like
we all do.
I know y'all can relate, but like something about being just a tad bit toxic is just like, it's like, come here.
Yeah.
Let me throw you in.
Yeah. We know that.
But
they also know.
Is that bad? That's bad. People like red flag.
Toxic trait.
She's toxic. She's a Gemini.
We're bad.
Aquarius. Aquarius really top 10. No.
Nah.
3.
Who y'all think is the most toxic?
Aquarius.
Sagittarius. Geminis.
Girl, hold up.
Gemini men. Hello. Difference.
Okay, yeah.
The difference.
I was about to say.
Geminis, and I would say definitely a Sagittarius.
Why do you say Sagittarius?
Because we're talking about what signs are toxic.
Matter of fact, after we finish this, I need to know which Sagittarius you're talking about because.
No, I've never dated a Sagittarius.
Oh, so how do you know they're toxic?
Girl, you can be around a friend that's toxic.
Oh.
Hold on, that's a good one. Do you necessarily have to date a sign to call them toxic? I don't think you do.
A lot of people, I don't know.
I don't think you do.
Ask that.
Because friendships are toxic and you're not dating them. So why does it have to be a person that you're dating? It's
crazy because I'm saying Aquarius are toxic and you're an Aquarius.
I know. I know. But again, prime example, I said I used to be toxic. I had to be honest with myself.
Yeah, but
I was toxic.
But listen, this is what's the twist about it. When people are dating, we're so quick to find out what their sign is to see if they're toxic or not. But we're friends with a toxic person. But like, we go out of that, but it's like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I know what you're trying to say. I know what you're talking about. But
we can't get that deep.
Yeah, so that's how I knew I was toxic. Like it was that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You think you toxic?
Yeah, that's crazy.
You think you toxic?
Yo, the camera need to zoom in when you asked me that because that was like,
hold on. Yeah. Are you toxic?
I wouldn't say okay. I feel like a little bit of me is, and that's something I do need to grow out of. And it's like what I said earlier, like just being a little toxic. Like I feel like not in a relationship, everything should be perfect. Like
yeah, of course.
And that's where my toxicness comes out because like it's not that I want to argue, but like I feel like the relationship needs a little spice. So I'd be like,
I mean, I see that.
You feel me?
I feel that.
Sometimes
I'm pretty sure everybody gonna feel that because men do it too. Don't think it's just females. Dudes be out here too, be wanting the affection too. Don't let that.
Yeah, it's like get them a little shook.
Like, yeah, like it's like we all know what we be doing.
Right.
We know what we do to get our men and females' attention. Like we know what we gonna do, or we want to add a little flavor in.
So
and I feel as though that adds a little bit of spice into it, but people be taking a little bit overboard, and I think that's what it takes that into.
You need to know when to like roll. Like don't drag it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could be like I cook and he don't do the dishes. I'll start something a little bit like, why don't you do the dishes? Like
I'm cracking up.
But it'll be something so like small. But that's my toxic trait. Like it's like I don't know how to explain it. It's like I'm not trying to argue, but I'm trying to spice something a little up.
Yeah.
Cause show me you care. Show me something like bite me or something.
Bitch.
Okay,
so respect. That's what we're on, right? So
respecting boundaries. How do you tolerate people that disrespect you? That's a good one because you have that a lot.
Because people be testing me.
You got patience, bro.
What? You say that again so everybody can hear that.
Oh no, because you're gonna keep you gonna get the aux cord and put it on the aux. So whoever in your car, you're gonna be like, yeah, Nomi said I got patience.
Yeah, y'all gonna hear that because I hear from a lot of people that I don't have patience, and I think I don't. I feel like I don't because the littlest things I just be looking like I'd rather just look than talk because once I start
the talking,
we just gonna start arguing.
You're toxic.
But I'm working on that. Like I'm learning to just look and be like, but I be getting tested.
No, bro, you honestly like you're calm, but then like when someone disrespects you, it's like a ticking bomb.
Yeah,
like you waiting for them to say something.
I just be looking like, what made you want to play in my face like that? Like
that's why I just be
like I'm so genuine. I'm so genuine and so real. I just honestly feel like, why would you play in my face like that? You could have just said it.
Right.
You could have just said it. Like I'm the type of person to be like, okay, that's how you feel. Like I might feel some type of way because you feel me, like I'm human, but it's like it's not that deep to like do that. Play in my face.
Play in my face.
Play in my face.
Play in my face.
Yeah, no.
So we just ended episode 3. As you guys can see, I'm super duper comfortable. I'm actually thinking about taking a nap. First, we gotta get food though.
Yeah,
definitely gotta get food. But I definitely appreciate everybody who is watching. Make sure you go comment, share, subscribe, and make sure you guys tag us when you guys are posting it on Instagram. We definitely would appreciate that. But yeah.
Also, so we do have a schedule on when we're going to be dropping. So we're going to be dropping every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you turn your notification bells on so you get notified whenever we drop, so you can come and watch us and vibe. Come vibe with us, get comfy, get your popcorn, get your drink, get your blunt, get whatever you feel comfortable with, and just vibe, laugh, act like we together, even because we are together.
Yeah.
So definitely tune in. And also everything like our websites, our pages, and things like that. And our email would definitely be in the description down below. So if you have anything that you want us to talk about, feel free, girl. You are homegirl, so you can go ahead and email us whatever you think that you want us to talk about. If you want us to touch on something and you want to watch it, go ahead and do so. You free, like I said, you the homegirl, and we want to answer your questions over topics that you want us to talk about, so we can vibe.
Yeah.
So every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah, for sure. And also, like, if you guys want to get personal on here, like, if you guys want us to talk about your situation, we would definitely never expose your personal information. So feel free to feel comfortable because, topics do need to be discussed. Yep. And the
real things need to be discussed.
Yes.
They don't want to do it. We'll do it. Let's go ahead and just.
And some people can relate to you too, and you may not even know it.
Yep. So tune in to episode 4.
Bye.
See y'all.